The following video is for parents or guardians of youth booked into the San Luis Obispo Juvenile Hall. The intent is to help parents better understand the Juvenile Hall and what their child will experience during their stay. If your child is arrested by law enforcement for a criminal offense, they may be cited and released to a parent or guardian or brought to the Juvenile Hall. If the crime requires 24-hour secure detention, your son or daughter will be brought to the Juvenile Hall until the probation department reviews the charges and determines if your child can be released or needs to stay in custody for court proceedings. If your child is required to stay in custody for court, they will have access to an attorney prior to their initial court appearance. Their initial appearance before the judge will occur within 3 business days of their being booked into custody. When your child is booked into the Juvenile Hall, they will be met by a juvenile services officer and go through a booking process. During this process, you will be contacted by an officer and given the opportunity to speak to your child. Youth will be offered something to eat and drink, a shower, and be given Juvenile Hall clothing. They will be seen by a registered nurse, a licensed behavioral health therapist, fingerprinted, and photographed. Youth will have continued access to medical, behavioral health, and substance abuse services throughout their time in custody. The safety and well-being of your child is of primary importance at the Juvenile Hall. For that reason, your child will be continuously supervised by juvenile services officers and other facility partners while in custody. The San Luis Obispo Juvenile Hall meets and/or exceeds all state of California standards for juvenile facilities. Staff at Juvenile Hall utilize positive behavior interventions and supports, or PBIS, in their daily interactions with the youth in our care and custody. PBIS is an evidence-based approach to changing negative behavior by defining, teaching, acknowledging, and rewarding positive behavior. How does it work? Staff at Juvenile Hall teach youth our facility behavior expectations throughout the day. Staff strive to coach and encourage youth to make positive choices and meet our facility expectations of being safe, responsible, and considerate. Youth are also reminded of these behavior expectations by large posters displayed throughout the facility. Staff reinforce positive behavior throughout the day by recognizing and rewarding youth through verbal affirmation and incentive points, which they may later redeem for commissary items such as snacks, beverages, additional hygiene items, and other privileges. Why do we do this? Our goal is to change negative behavior. Studies of evidence-based practices, such as PBIS, have shown that high rates of positive reinforcement are effective in increasing targeted behaviors. While in Juvenile Hall, youth attend school Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. All agencies collaborate, sharing the necessary information so that your child will receive all services and support necessary to be successful in court school. These agencies include the San Luis Obispo County Office of Education, both alternative education and special education departments, juvenile probation, your child's previous school and district, county mental health, social services, homeless and foster youth services, and other connections that may exist already for your child. As a parent, you can ask about services and supports that your child may have been receiving at their former school. These services can include IEPs, 504s, class schedules, and offerings from the previous school, along with transcript updates and transitions back to the former school on release. Youth in custody at the San Luis Obispo Juvenile Hall have a variety of programming options available to them each day outside of school hours. Restorative Partners provides a variety of structured programming to youth each week. These program options include art, creative writing, Young Life Club, music lessons, chess club, ping pong, sports programs, church service, Bible study, tutoring, movie night, Alcoholics and Narcotics Anonymous, among others. Youth also have free time to play games, write letters, watch television, utilize the phone, complete schoolwork, socialize with peers, and participate in recreation time in the yard and gym for basketball, volleyball, handball, and other physical activities. In addition, youth have access to Samsung tablets with a variety of educational courses where upon completion, youth earn access to movies, music, and video games. While in custody, youth are entitled to a minimum of 2 hours of visitation per week with parents, guardians, and their own children if they themselves are parents. Visits are by appointment only and must be scheduled by contacting the front desk of Juvenile Hall to confirm availability at 805-781-5389. Visitors must bring in a valid driver's license or ID card in order to visit. Visitors are not permitted to bring food, beverages, or other items into visits. When your child has been in custody for more than 30 days, a case plan is written in collaboration with school staff, the assigned probation officer, medical personnel, a juvenile services officer, and a behavioral health therapist. This case plan addresses your child's strengths and addresses areas in which they need to further develop in order to experience success in the community. In preparation for release from the Juvenile Hall and Court School, an educational transition plan is created to address the academic needs of your son or daughter, including the number of credits needed to graduate, accurate academic and IEP records, educational goals, and eligibility for programs and postgraduate options. In addition to academics, your student will work with their probation officer to set up appropriate community-based services such as drug and alcohol, individual and family counseling, group counseling, and job readiness programs. The length of your child's stay in Juvenile Hall may vary depending on your child's individual case circumstances and the orders of the court. You will be notified by the probation department once it has been determined your child may be released, and you may come to the Juvenile Hall to pick them up.